If you guys remember, we recently did a video on iPhones versus the Android phones, which has been quite a debate in the tech industry for a long time. Another debate in the tech world that takes over is the Windows computers versus the Mac computers. We found a lot of videos online, but most of them seem biased towards one option or the other. But today we're going to be talking about pros and cons of both Windows and Mac as well, and talk about who should buy what depending on their profession and requirements. Hi everyone, welcome back to Pickbetter. Today we're talking about Windows and Macs both being good computers and who should go for what. So keep watching and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the variety Windows computers come in. They're available in all shapes and sizes and suit every budget. There are laptops, PCs, convertibles, hybrids, whatnot. But on the other hand, Macs are available in a limited variety. So that brings us to the point of upgradation. Software and hardware both are easily available for Windows computers and laptops. Over time, as and when you can afford, you can replace it part by part and make a new computer with a better configuration. However, with Macs, you can't really do that. iMacs come in integrated systems where you have all things in one. You can't really open it up and upgrade it. There are upgradation CPUs available for Mac, but those cost a lot and they're not the same as what you can do with Windows. So the next point we're going to discuss is software stability. Now, Macs win over Windows any day because Apple makes both hardware and software, making the tuning of the software incredible. Crashes are rare, the experience is seamless, you can work for long hours without worrying about the system. The system is actually very stable. In case of Windows, you don't get a very stable system owing to the fact that Microsoft makes the software and the hardware is made by various other companies. The system in most cases crashes time to time. System freezing is very common and you're more often than not at a risk of losing your work. So you gotta keep saving your work from time to time. In recent years, Microsoft has launched its very own hardware, the Surface Book, but even that is not a match for Macs when it comes to stability. So let's talk about virus attacks. A lot of people think that Macs are not prone to any virus attacks, but that's not true. Macs also do get attacked by viruses, but since most of the share of the market is owned by Windows, a lot of people own a Windows computer. There are more hackers that make viruses specific to Windows. You can even do without an antivirus software in case of Macs because the chances of getting attacked by a virus is rare. In case of Windows, you cannot do without a good antivirus software. You're always at risk of getting attacked by a virus, and most of the Windows users live with viruses hanging around in their systems. Another misconception that is floating around the market is that all the softwares are not available on Mac. That's not true because all the major software companies which are into development softwares, coding softwares, design, architecture softwares, they're all making softwares available for both Windows and Mac equally. Now, a lot of people think that Macs are more expensive than Windows systems, which is true in most cases, but there are some systems by Windows or even monitors which are so much more expensive than the whole of iMac. And depending on the kind of work you're doing, especially if you're a professional in designing, photography, video editing, filmmaking, then you must go for an iMac because the experience it gives you cannot be trumped over by a Windows computer. So I guess the entire debate of Windows versus Mac actually revolves around your usage. What kind of use you're getting out of your system. If you're using simple for documentation, typing, web browsing and all that, then you can go for something cheap and find a nice sturdy Windows system for yourself. But if you're specifically using it for designing, illustrations, film editing and all that, then you might go for Mac. Tell me what you think of all these points and what kind of system you're using or you would want to upgrade to. Let me know your answers in the comment section below. And until next time, all I'm asking you to do is pick better.